Have you been walking into a room and forgetting why you came in? Or maybe you've noticed that you can recall stories from your 20s with crystal clarity, but you can't remember what you had for breakfast. It's easy to brush it off as just aging. But here's the truth. These little slips may be a warning sign that your brain is asking for help. And the good news is, there are natural, science-backed ways to sharpen your memory, protect your brain, and even lower your risk of serious conditions like stroke. My name is Dr. Harold Whitmore, and for over 35 years, I have worked with men and women in their golden years to help them not only keep their minds sharp, but also reclaim the confidence and independence that fading memory can quietly steal away. I've sat with patients who were terrified they might lose themselves piece by piece, and I've watched the relief in their eyes when they realized it's not too late, that the brain is far more adaptable and resilient than they thought. I want you to know that forgetting a name or misplacing your glasses now and then doesn't mean your mind is gone for good. In many cases, it's a sign your brain needs the right fuel, the right habits, and the right signals to perform at its best. And today, we're going to talk about exactly what you can start doing naturally to protect your memory, support your brain's blood flow, and keep your mind active for years to come. I will share with you the everyday foods that nourish your brain, like high-octane fuel, the small habits that clear mental fog in days, and the simple actions that improve circulation so your brain gets the oxygen it needs. We'll break down the science into plain language so you not only know what to do, but why it works. And I'll also give you a quick self-check at the end. That might surprise you about your current brain health. So, if you've been worried about forgetting more than you think, stay with me, because in just a few minutes, you'll see that the power to protect your memory is already in your hands. Starting today now, let's begin with the first change you can make, one that could improve the way your brain cells communicate within weeks. One of the simplest and most powerful ways to protect your memory is to feed your brain the nutrients it craves. And one of the most overlooked brain superfoods is something you might already have in your kitchen: blueberries. Blueberries are often called nature's brain berries for a reason. They're packed with antioxidants called anthocyanins that give them their deep blue color. But these compounds do far more than make them pretty. They protect your brain cells from damage, improve the way your neurons talk to each other, and even help your brain grow new connections. Think of your brain cells like friends at a party trying to have a conversation. Over time, without the right nutrients, the background noise gets louder, the connection gets weaker, and messages get lost. Blueberries help turn down that noise by reducing inflammation and improving blood flow, so your brain cells can communicate clearly again. And here's the science made simple. A study from the University of Exeter found that seniors who added blueberries to their daily diet showed measurable improvements in memory and attention. In just 12 weeks, that's 3 months to a sharper mind, simply by enjoying a cup of these berries a few times a week now. You might be wondering, do you have to eat them fresh? Fresh is wonderful, but frozen blueberries are just as powerful. And they last longer, so you can keep them on hand without worrying they'll spoil. You can add them to oatmeal in the morning, toss them into a smoothie, or simply enjoy them as a sweet snack instead of reaching for processed treats. Imagine sitting with your morning coffee or tea, a small bowl of blueberries in front of you, knowing that each bite is nourishing your mind, clearing the fog, and protecting the memories you've worked a lifetime to make. It's a small habit, but over time, it can help you feel sharper, more present, and more confident in your daily life. In a moment, we're going to talk about another everyday food that works in a completely different way, one that helps your brain by improving the health of your blood vessels and reducing your risk of stroke at the same time. This one might surprise you, because it's often thought of as just a salad topping, but its effect on your brain is profound. The next food on our list works in a completely different way from blueberries. Instead of feeding your brain directly, It strengthens the highways that carry nutrients and oxygen to your brain, your blood vessels. And when your blood vessels are healthy, your memory, focus, and even your mood can improve dramatically. I'm talking about walnuts. These humble nuts are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly alpha-linolenic acid. Think of omega-3 South as the high-quality oil that keeps your brain's machinery running smoothly. They help maintain the flexibility of your cell membranes, which means your neurons can send and receive signals faster and more efficiently. But walnuts don't stop there. They're also full of antioxidants and polyphenols that reduce inflammation in the blood vessels leading to your brain. This is crucial because chronic inflammation can narrow those vessels, slowing blood flow and increasing your risk of stroke. By calming that inflammation, walnuts help keep those pathways clear and open, allowing your brain to get the steady supply of oxygen and nutrients it needs. Here, as a picture I like to give my patients, imagine your brain is a busy city. The blood vessels are the roads and bridges that keep everything moving over time. Without the right maintenance, traffic slows, detours appear, and sometimes entire roads get blocked. Walnuts are like the repair crew that comes in quietly day after day, keeping traffic flowing smoothly so your brain stays active and alert. And you don't need to eat a mountain of them to see benefits. Just a small handful, about 7 whole walnuts a day, can be enough to make a difference. You can sprinkle them over your salad, mix them into yogurt, or simply eat them as a snack instead of chips or crackers. One study from UCLA found that adults who ate walnuts regularly performed significantly better on memory tests than those who didn't. And this wasn't just in the short term. The benefits extended over years of consistent consumption. In a moment, we're going to talk about a food that helps your brain by improving how your blood sugar works, because blood sugar spikes and dips can quietly drain your memory and focus. But you can fix it naturally with something you might already enjoy every day. Asterisk. The third food I want to share with you today doesn't just protect your memory. It keeps your brain's energy supply steady all day. Because here's the thing many people don't realize. Your brain uses more energy than any other organ in your body, and that energy comes from glucose, blood sugar. If your blood sugar swings up and down like a roller coaster, your brain struggles to stay focused, your memory slips, and you may even feel mood changes without knowing why. One of the simplest and tastiest ways to keep that blood sugar stable is to add cinnamon to your diet. Yes, that warm, familiar spice you might sprinkle on toast or oatmeal can actually help your brain work better. Cinnamon contains compounds that make your cells more sensitive to insulin, the hormone that helps move glucose from your blood into your cells. When your brain cells get a steady, balanced supply of glucose, they can fire signals more efficiently, meaning you can remember things more easily, concentrate longer, and think more clearly. And there's more. Cinnamon also improves blood circulation and reduces oxidative stress, which is like rust slowly damaging your brain cells over time. By fighting this damage, cinnamon helps preserve the health and flexibility of your neurons. You don't need large amounts to see benefits. Even half a teaspoon a day can make a difference over time. You can stir it into coffee or tea, add it to yogurt with blueberries and walnuts, or sprinkle it over baked apples for a healthy dessert. Researchers from Wheeling Jesuit University found that simply smelling cinnamon during mental tasks improved working memory and attention. So, even the aroma of this spice can give your brain a little boost. Now, we've talked about 3 foods that each help your brain in different ways. Blueberries to protect neurons, walnuts to keep blood flowing, and cinnamon to stabilize energy. But food is just one piece of the puzzle. In the next part, we'll look at 2 daily habits that can supercharge these foods' effects. Habits that take less than 15 minutes a day, but can keep your memory sharp well into your later years. Asterisk. Now that you know what to feed your brain, let's talk about how to keep it active and responsive every single day. Because even the best diet can't reach its full potential unless you give your brain a reason to grow stronger. And the beauty is, you don't need expensive programs or hours of complicated exercises. Just a couple of simple, focused habits can do wonders. The first habit is brisk walking. Walking may seem too simple to matter, but here's why it's powerful. When you walk at a steady pace, your heart pumps more blood to your brain, carrying oxygen and nutrients directly to your neurons. That increased blood flow helps new brain cells grow in an area called the hippocampus, which is the part of your brain that handles memory. And the best part, you don't need to walk for hours, just 15 minutes. A day can begin to make a measurable difference in brain health over time. Picture yourself in the morning, walking through your neighborhood, the air fresh, your legs moving in rhythm. Every step is like a gentle push of fresh fuel to your brain, helping clear mental fog and sharpening your focus for the rest of the day. Second habit is brain stretching. This isn't about physical stretching, but mental. Every time you challenge your brain with a new skill, even something as simple as learning a few phrases in another language, trying a puzzle you've never done, or memorizing a short poem, you're encouraging your brain to form new pathways. It's like building side roads and bridges in your mental city, making communication between areas faster and more efficient. And here's a little tip I give my patients. Combine these habits. Take a short walk while listening to an audiobook or a podcast on a subject you've never explored before. That way, you're boosting circulation and challenging your mind at the same time. In the final part of this video, I'll share a quick, surprising self-check you can do right now to see how sharp your memory really is, plus a small daily ritual that can protect your brain for decades to come. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a simple self-check you can try right now to get a sense of your current memory sharpness. It only takes 30 seconds, and you don't need any equipment. Here's what you do. Think of 3 completely unrelated words. 4. Example, apple, train, and candle. Say them out loud. Picture each one in your mind, and then go on with your day. Set a timer for 10 minutes. When the timer goes off, try to recall those 3 words without looking at anything, if you can remember all 3 easily. That's a good sign your short-term memory is working well. If you struggle, don't worry. It simply means your brain could use a little more daily support. And that brings me to the daily ritual I recommend to almost every patient each morning. After you wake up and have your water, take a few minutes to sit somewhere quiet and think about one happy memory from your life in vivid detail. Picture the people, the sounds, the smells, the colors. This does 2 powerful things. It strengthens the neural pathways connected to memory recall, and it starts your day with a surge of positive emotion, which improves focus and motivation for the rest of the day. Combine this ritual with the foods we've discussed: blueberries for neuron protection, walnuts for circulation, and cinnamon for stable energy, along with your 2 daily habits of walking and brain stretching. And you'll be giving your mind the best chance to stay sharp and resilient for years to come. I want you to remember this. Aging doesn't have to mean losing yourself. Your memories, your focus, your sense of connection to the world, these are worth protecting. And with small, consistent steps, you can keep them strong. Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Type the word sharp if you're committed to taking even one of these steps starting today. And if you've already tried some of these tips, share your experience. Your story might inspire someone else to begin take care of your brain, because it's the only place you truly live every moment of your life.